Good afternoon, everyone. And as I said that I'll be leaving as early as possible because I have to catch a flight. So I'm thankful to the moderator, sir, that to allow me a few minutes. And I spoke certain things in the morning in the inaugural session, but now I start with one thing. I am 63. I got independence twice in my life. Once in 15th of August with all of you in 1947 when I was about 5 months old. Another is 2009, again in March, when I retired from the government service. Till that period, I was either under the clutches of my parents or my sirs and professors. I'm also an IIT product of Kharagpur, so all the mischievous things which used to do. Then, unfortunately, I joined the government for about long 36 years. I was in the clutches of the service rule. And in 2009, when I ultimately got leave from the government, I found myself as an independent citizen and started looking into what I have done and what my colleagues are doing so far. And for a moment, I'll request all of you to be in a position of the citizen and please share of my thoughts. Can I get a help, please? This button. Anyway, I said in the morning that somehow e-governance, which is being done by under JNUNRF or even otherwise in any other program, looks like non-sustainable to me. Why? Few essential needs of the e-governance are, we need specific areas of the governments, as Mr. Chawla was referring to, legal rights to the people who will govern. Most of the cases, it is not there. Defined fields which want to be governed, conversions of the digital of the field governance, conversions of the field of governance from the manual to the electronics in the digital mode, fund for electronic conversions like hardware, software, trained manpower, transferring the knowledge, etc., linking it with the services to be provided. And yes, land record is one of the major things which is lacking in the entire system. And then linking it with the citizen. And the sustainability, data upgrading, maintenance of the equipment, manpower development, revenue generation, etc., are the few essential needs. Now, how did we do it so far? We got fund from XYZ agencies, consulted experts of making proposals. Even most of our government people, we do not make proposals. We hire somebody to make a proposal and inform the state government. Constitute several committees to be discussed, made pilot project to roll out. Most of the cases it stops in pilot. Wanted local bodies to implement and forget about the citizens' involvement. So in the entire process, you are going to do some benefit for me as a citizen. I don't know what's happening. Now, narration of experience or implementations. I was doing it since 1999, the e-governance implementation in Bengal in different types of projects of health and disaster management, in the urban governance, etc. We prepared the digital base map from the air photos, satellites, image, GPS devices, and also from the available cadastral maps of the sheets of the Khasra sheets, etc., and other maps. Created ULB-wise digital bank of the roads, water supply, drainage, industries, institution, household taxes, healthcare delivery system, traffic and transport, energy distribution, disaster mitigation, all on GIS. In implementing the above use the local resources in the most of the cases so that it sustains. We hired local people, local institutes. We did not go for big agencies. Created touchscreen kiosk, number of places. We arranged the awareness workshop and training, convinced the elected board of the benefit, get out the digital governance. Yes, they got it. But could not bring the citizen into the main beneficiary loop. And sustainability from there, in my angle, was looking to be doubtful. Because the millions of people whom I want to govern, they were not knowing that I possess such a system that I can govern you. Now, the present digital system has a customized software for e-governance, either customized software or bought by some agencies. birth and death certificates, sanction of building plans, house tax collections, payroll, material handling and stores may not be in one ULB, but if you consider number of ULBs, some is being implemented there, some is being implemented there, and the staff administration and few records. A fully GIS-based map with integrated data, quite a number of people have it. A server client-based networking system, a citizen charter of delivery, willing municipality board, they also want to do it. Now under JNUNM project, we know there are certain reforms. If you do this, you get money. If you do the mandatory, do it 70%, you get the first and second installment release. If you don't do it, you don't get it. Unfortunately, I'm the member of appraisal committee in 7 states where we are facing this problem that ULB wants to do it, but half of the money is stuck because the reforms are not possible. For example, Haryana. I know Haryana doesn't have a property tax. And one of the mandatory things in the entire JNUNM reform, you have to have a property tax and 85% of the tax to be collected. You don't have a property tax. In Calcutta, we don't have a water user charges. No, but it also has a less confident staff to handle it, most of the ULPs. Data updating is not incorporated in the system. It's one-time data entry. Backlog, no one knows. How to do it in future, we don't know. Fear of handling a transferring system, that's one of the major problems being faced by the ULBs. Sab aa jayega samne kya hoga. Non-awareness of the technology, part of which includes data security and data transmissions. If I have to leave it on them. High aspiration of the citizen of the quality delivery system. In the urban sectors, most of us want everything within a minute. Because in some of the areas we are getting it. I can transfer my money to any account within a second. As he was telling about the driving license and etc. is not a matter of hours, it's a matter of hours now, not a matter of days. So high inspiration and the low efficiency of the ULBs, it's a critical point. How to hit that? Now, and thus, the system is to be governed, looks like difficult to sustain. Now, what is happening? I'm buying a lot of things. I'm buying knowledge, I'm buying instruments, I'm buying time, and I'm getting fund for it. But while doing it, while executing it, I'm getting stuck. The moment the ADB funds ends in the entire Rajasthan 6 cities e-governance, God only knows what is going to happen. This March, KUSP project for 40 cities in Calcutta is going to be finished. All the IT cadres who are there for last 7 years in those 40 we do not know what will be their futures. Now, unless we keep citizens into the center, disseminate through cyber cafes, still not there in the program. Involve local institute to govern and guide. Involve, though the JNUNM again had taken the public participatory law and etc., seldom it's not being done. Involve banks to collect the taxes and other bills. Very few places it has been implemented. Most of the smaller ULBs, no. Help the revenue system to be in the public domain. Still we do not have that. Service provider to address the redressal system directly to the citizens. We are not failing it. And lastly, that's one of the big lessons we're getting now. The growth of the cell phone is increasing 1,000 times more than the growth of a computer. So unless we are going to reach through the CDM technology to the people, as my colleague in the IPS in the Delhi or in some other places is being already done, if our e-governance is not through the cell phone, most of the governing citizens will be out of your fray. Now, we would see that in future we have make the citizen in the part of our project and make them accountable. And I will request all of you to give a thought, allow the citizen to give their thoughts also with us who are framing the project, execute on the projects, and will try to maintain the project. Thank you very much.